What's up, guys? Today we're going to be trying out the new medical mod. I think it goes by the name Tactical Casualty Care. It's a pretty good mod. Consists of puncture wounds, I don't know how to say it, but avulations, certain things like that. You have to establish IVs. You can put somebody under surgery, which I will do in this video here. There's also breathing, there's pulse, there's pain. As you'll see, there's morphine, there's certain painkillers, they have fentanyl, they have ketamine, everything you can think of. And right here is where I start to administer the surgery solvent. As you can see, I'm searching for it. It's called, oh, that's a Lowe's. I'm just going to call it Lowe's for now, but until I learn the name. But as you can see, I'm going to administer the medication. As soon as that line as a circle is filled, it will get knocked out. And then the animation of me injecting him with it will play. This is when I start to bandage his wounds. Now, there's different bandages for different wounds, okay? In this video right here, I didn't really understand it, so I'm kind of looking through what's happening. So, for puncture, I think you use quick lots. No, pressure, I'm pretty sure. You guys can test out this mod for yourself. I can't remember everything, but if it's not a deep wound, if it's not a avulation or something, I think that's the name of it. You can use stirs to stitch that wound up. Okay, and as you can see here, it's combat gauze to fight against the avulations. As you can see, it takes a lot of bandages, you know, just get them healed up. So that's what you're gonna see in this video here. It takes a while just to get those wounds, you know, healed up and processed. And again, he's under a medication that knocks him out. And you'll see here, I'll apply multiple medications. This is where it starts getting very confusing. I'll talk about it at the end of the video. This is where I start applying medications and things such as a BP cuff. A BP cuff, it tells me what the blood pressure is. You know those things when you go to the doctor and they zip it around your arm and they squeeze until it's really hard and they look at a monitor? That tells them your blood pressure. And the little thing that goes on your finger tells them your SpO2. I think that's what it's called. And then their pulse oximeter. And then their pulse. So a BP cuff and a pulse oximeter is what you're going to see me apply here. And then an AED, so I can, you know, tell what's happening. You're going to see here, it's going to tell me to shock him, okay? I'm a little bit stupid here. I was getting confused until I scroll up and see shock, administer shock. This will get his blood pumping. You can also use epinephrine for this, CPR, and many more things if you don't have AED kit available. I forgot to add something very important. If you don't know what a BVM is, it's a thing where they put a bottle of oxygen on your face and administer oxygen. This helps with the breathing and gives you oxygen. You'll see here in a little bit, since the airway's clear and he's just not breathing, he's unresponsive, you know, his BPM, it's high. I don't know why I don't have the BP cuff on him. I guess I don't. But you'll see here later on, he'll start breathing because that oxygen is getting pumped. I'm looking for certain medications that can help with this. I'm just taking a look around. There you see the painkillers. There's also other medications that help you with the AED and CPR. There's I forget the name of it exactly, but it increases the chances of CPR and AED working well. So yeah, there's a lot of breathing. There's a lot of things to this mod that I think could really benefit servers. I forgot to mention it in the previous audio clip that he was vomiting. That's also another thing. You have to insert a King LT, just in case they're vomiting, they still have um, a clear way to the lungs. Now, you guys have to be careful reading labels, okay? I thought this would increase his. Sorry, excuse me. I thought this would increase his pulse and other factors. It just increases blood pressure, and you'll see later on in the video his blood pressure was 1,000 and something over 100. It was really bad. So, don't make that mistake with this mod, because I could have killed him really easily. I guess the game just had mercy on me. You also see mild pain. You'll see me apply painkillers later on. Yeah, right here is where I'll apply painkillers, and then that'll kind of you know, when they wake up. I tested this on myself. If you get shot and you wake up, right, or you're shot in general and you don't wake up and you're not downed, you'll you'll experience flashes. It's like Arma 3. This mod it's trying to create Arma 3. Right? So in Arma 3, if you get shot, your screen kind of goes like wonky and stuff. So what the painkillers do, they can overdose on it, but I just gave him some over-the-top painkillers. I didn't give him fentanyl. I didn't give him ketamine. Fentanyl, you have to apply if it's like really bad pain, you know? So yeah. Now right here is where I start injecting him with different medications. You'll see that his blood pressure will go up to 1,600 and something, to 1,600 and something, over 845, I think it is. This is because I was injecting him with different medications and I didn't know what they were doing. And he will stop breathing. My theory is that the blood pressure was too high. It had a reaction with his body, so he stopped breathing. I don't know. I just do this in the game, okay? And it didn't apply any tutorial on this in the like little mod thing. I searched up tutorials on YouTube, so I just kind of fought my way, kind of a little baptism by fire. And you'll see here what I'm talking about. Yeah, so 1,602 over 850. I mean, not 1,602 over 850. So, and this is where I start to get antsy. I start to, once he starts breathing here, I start to get antsy. I start to, I want to wake him up. I give him the medication a little bit early, to where he's not as loopy as he would be in a situation where I just woke him up straight from the surgery medication. You'll see here me applying that medication so where he's not so loopy. This is where I start searching for the smelling salts, because I think that that may help. It doesn't really help. Not at all much. It doesn't help at all. Because, well, he still has a serious blood loss. So you'll see me try to apply blood, but there's already an infusion running. So this is also a thing I'm really bad about in games, and a lot of people are, and a lot of people are going to be anti in this mod because it takes a while for somebody to get up, right? And that's one of the things I wanted to cover is just because the mod makes it hard for people to get up doesn't mean the mod is bad. Okay, it takes time, right? You're playing Arma, and if you've considered this mod, you're probably in a milsim. It takes time for you to get up. It takes time to heal somebody, right? And that's okay, right? You don't want people to get up instantly because that just ruins the medic role, right? The medic role is for people that want to help when people are downed, right? And medics can't do that if people get up in within 5 minutes. This took around 13 minutes. I cut it down because it was gonna be a little long. Because I had this recorded clips of 2 people, so it was actually more than 15 minutes. So it's gonna take a while for them to get up. It's gonna take a while for things to happen in milsims, right? It depends on what type of milsim you're in. I wouldn't recommend this for servers that are not serious about milsims. I wouldn't recommend this mod for servers that are not willing to wait there and sit for 20 minutes for somebody to get out of surgery, or for a medic to perform combat surgery. Or if you're not willing to sit there and, you know, do all these things that a medic would do, right? And it is a game. It's a game, right? That's a really valid argument. It's a game, but you know, to me, being a medic is fun. To other people, it's annoying. It's aggravating. It takes too much time. That makes no sense to me. If you want to be a medic. Okay, gonna have to cut it off here. But that was one of the things that I wanted to cover, and I wanted to cover this mod. I recently discovered it a couple months ago, and I stumbled across it in my favorites and on a server. So yeah, download this mod if you want it on your server. I'll be willing to do a tutorial for you guys. I'll link my Discord. Bye.